Welcome to Genic. Today we're diving into a concept so simple yet so profound that it has shaped the lives of some of the greatest minds in history: the power of silence. This is a story about Peter, a man who, like many of us, struggled with emotions, stress, and the chaos of daily life. But through a simple lesson passed down from Albert Einstein himself, he discovered a secret that changed everything. A secret that transformed his career, his relationships, and his entire way of living. So sit back, take a deep breath, and let's embark on a journey into the extraordinary power of silence. A childhood lesson that changed everything. When Peter was a young boy, his father shared with him a story, one that would stay with him forever. It was about Albert Einstein, one of the greatest minds to ever walk the earth. According to Peter's father, Einstein once gave a piece of advice so powerful that it could completely change the way a person experiences life. Einstein said, "Always be silent in 5 situations. When you're angry, because words spoken in anger are like arrows. Once released, they can never be taken back. When you're sad, because in silence the heart finds its deepest healing. When you're worried, because overthinking is a cage, but silence is the key that sets you free. When you're tired, because exhaustion clouds judgment, but stillness restores clarity. When you're happy, because joy is best experienced in quiet gratitude rather than loud display." At the time, Peter didn't fully grasp the meaning of this advice. After all, he was just a child. But life has a way of making wisdom feel real when we least expect it. And for Peter, that moment came years later. The office that taught him the power of silence. Fast forward to Peter as an adult, working in a fast-paced corporate office. Deadlines, meetings, office politics. It was a battlefield of stress. The pressure was constant. The noise was overwhelming. And before he knew it, frustration and exhaustion became his daily reality. He found himself getting angry at coworkers, stressed about deadlines, and worried about things beyond his control. But then one day his father's words came back to him. "Be silent in 5 situations." Could it really be that simple? Could silence be the key to navigating this chaotic world? Determined to find out, Peter made a decision. Whenever he felt anger rising inside him, whenever stress crept into his mind, whenever exhaustion threatened his clarity, he would simply be silent. And at first it wasn't easy. The urge to react, to defend, to argue, it was strong. But the more he practiced the art of silence, the more he realized something incredible. Silence didn't make him weak, it made him wise. Silence didn't make him passive, it made him powerful. Silence didn't make him invisible, it made him respected. He stopped arguing with colleagues over trivial things. He stopped over-explaining himself. He stopped reacting to negativity. Instead, he listened more, observed more, understood more. And before he knew it, people around him noticed. Peter became known for his calm and collected demeanor. He was no longer just another employee in the office. He became someone people turned to for advice, for wisdom, for leadership. And then one day something happened that proved just how powerful silence truly was. Silence leads to success. Peter's boss had been observing him. He saw how Peter handled pressure with grace, how he never let emotions control him. And then an unexpected announcement. Peter had been promoted. He was now in charge of a team. He was no longer just an employee, he was a leader. And what was the key to his success? Not his loudness, not his arguments, not his constant need to prove himself. It was his silence. Because silence isn't just the absence of noise. It's the presence of clarity, control, and confidence. And Peter would go on to realize something even deeper. The deeper wisdom of silence. As years passed, Peter continued to practice the art of silence, and he discovered truths that forever changed the way he lived his life. He realized that Silence is the most powerful response to anger. Instead of reacting, he learned to pause, breathe, and respond with wisdom. Silence is the best companion for sadness. In stillness, the heart heals, and the mind finds peace. Silence makes your words more powerful. The less you speak, the more people listen. Silence is a sign of true confidence. Loud people seek validation. Quiet people don't need it. Silence creates space for deeper thinking. When you stop filling the air with unnecessary words, you start discovering true wisdom. Peter realized that silence was not just a technique, it was a way of life. And then he remembered the final lesson from Einstein. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is nothing at all. Wisdom from the greatest minds in history. Peter wasn't the only one who understood this truth. Some of the greatest minds in history have echoed the same wisdom. Lao Tzu. Silence is a source of great strength. Dalai Lama. Silence is sometimes the best answer. Buddha. Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. Rumi. The quieter you become, the more you can hear. Abraham Lincoln. Better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak and remove all doubt. Silence is not emptiness. It is presence. It is clarity. It is strength. It is the key to wisdom, success, and inner peace. The power of silence in your life. If you take one thing away from this video, let it be this. Silence is not weakness, it's your greatest power. In a world that never stops talking, in a world that values noise over wisdom, in a world that rewards those who speak the loudest, dare to be different. Practice the art of silence, master the power of stillness, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never imagined. Because in the end, true power doesn't come from what you say, it comes from what you don't say. Now the question is, are you ready to embrace the power of silence? If you found this video valuable, hit the like button and subscribe for more wisdom-packed content. And remember, sometimes the loudest statement you can make is the one you never say. Until next time, stay wise, stay calm, and embrace the silence. Thank you for watching Genic.